In this video, guys, I will show you step by step how to build an ultimate customer support system that responds to your clients automatically and it's working on RAG AI agent. Additionally, in this material, I will be showing you an amazing application that allows you to connect multiple different communication channels at once. So let's say WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, email, or even live chat. So basically, you can have them in only one place. Also, this automation will be working on all of them. So it works kind of like a multi-channel inbox. And I'm talking about SuperChat, however, about it in a second. Because right now I would like to show you how it works before we build it step by step. Also in this video, I will have for you guys 2 templates for free. So watch this video to the end. But for now, I've got my smartphone right here, and I can just type something to my SuperChat chatbot. So here, basically, firstly, let me execute this workflow right there. And now I can just type some questions. So do you offer a Zapier course, for an example? Okay, let's type the question mark, let's send it. And then it should trigger right here. So we are just waiting. So let's wait. And now basically we'll get the response with our SuperChat. It triggered, it uses AI agent to retrieve the information from our vector database, a vector store, and then it sends a message back to us, basically. So yes, the DFA Course Academy offers courses that include automation using Zapier. These courses teach you how to automate business tasks like emails, social media, and customer follow-ups using Zapier. So this way we can build a fully functional RAG AI agent that uses internal knowledge from our vector store and answers users' questions. So whether you've got a company, you've got, Q&A or even any other information, you can feed your vector store, and then every time when the user asks about specific problem, you can retrieve information and give the answer. Additionally, as I said, we are using SuperChat. So when I go here, I can see the message is sent there. And what we have, we've got a multi-channel inbox. So the most used platform is WhatsApp. For now, we are using WhatsApp. However, when you go to settings here, you can add different channels. So let's say you can add Telegram, live chat, email, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and everything happens inside your inbox. So basically here, when you go to your inbox, you may have all of the platforms together. And the best point is, if we create this automation, we don't need to change the platform. Because if I had here, let's say, only WhatsApp, I can use only WhatsApp. But with the SuperChat actually integration, we can use WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook Messenger, and we don't need to change anything here, okay? So it works the same way, and the automation can be served for multiple platforms. As I said at the beginning of this video, you can download this template totally for free, along with the template to just upload the files to your vector store. And you can find it inside our AI Enthusiast community. So if we are inside the community, you just click on Classroom and here on Christian YouTube resources, and you can find actually, I will drag and drop it here. So customer support RAG AI agent, and you've got these 2 JSON files. You can download them, import to your n8n instance, and use them right away. So I will put the link in the description of this video to the community. So make sure you join and download these templates. But for now, let's start making this automation from scratch. And the first thing we want to do is to set up an account in SuperChat. And the best point is you can make it totally for free. So you've got free subscription. So if you go here to prices, there you've got free subscription, 1 WhatsApp number, employee access, 30 active contacts. So you don't need to pay for anything, literally. And here it works this way. So for example, we may have different contacts from WhatsApp, from Messenger, from Instagram at one place, which is so great actually. So we can have our employee, which is actually monitoring the entire stuff inside SuperChat. Also, what's cool, once again, we can use this automation basically for every platform we want. So whether it's Facebook, Telegram, or even Instagram, once again. SuperChat offers a lot of different things. So we've got different products here. So we have WhatsApp Business, WhatsApp Newsletter, automations, integrations, a chatbot, live chat. Even we can actually create the automations inside the SuperChat. It's very cool, but not about it. You can go here and read about this website. For now, let's click on try for free. Okay, we can click here, try for free. And then we need to set up our account. After you do this, in the left bottom corner, you need to click on settings. And then you need to have your very own inbox, so we can create some. Let's name it as n8n test. Let's click on create. And now you need to connect your WhatsApp business API. For now, like the process is pretty easy with SuperChat. For now, I won't be showing you exactly how to do this, but you just need to provide your number and follow all of the steps next, okay? After you do this, we can go ahead and set up our very own n8n automation from scratch. So right now, inside our blank n8n automation, let's add the trigger, which will be SuperChat. So let me show you. Let's write SuperChat and here add on inbound message. So this is the trigger. And then we need to create our very own credential. Let's click on create new credential. And what we need to do, let's go ahead to SuperChat. And now we need to click on integrations and then search for API key. We can add an API key. So we can just name it as, I don't know, Christian. We can click on create, just change the name. Okay. And now I need to copy my API key. So let's click here. And then what I can do, I can just paste it here. It's pretty simple. You just connect your SuperChat this way. All right. After we do this, we've got multiple options. So we can filter by inbox, channel, custom attribute, and so on. But for now, I would like to filter by inbox. So I would like to detect actually messages from my specific inbox. And I will choose this one. Okay. And then we can click on execute step. And then what I can do is to basically just send a message in WhatsApp. So I can go here to SuperChat and I will show you. So let's go to inbox and then I can just type, hello, do you offer a custom GPT course? Yeah, I know I'm talking about the courses all the time, but my company is about creating courses. So hello, do you offer a custom GPT course? And then it should appear, the message should appear here, okay? And now the automation should be triggered. Perfect. So we've got a body. Hello, do you offer a custom GPT course? For now, in the right top corner, I can just pin the data. So I have it all the time and I don't need, in some case, I don't need to, send the message once again. All right, that's perfect. We've got a message here. And then what we can do else? The next step will be to actually create our very own RAG AI agent. So we can click on plus. And now basically we can add our AI agent. Okay. And then what we can do, we can just click define below and we would like to provide here a message. So message will be the body content. And additionally, I would like to add some system instructions. Okay, so we can add an option system message. And then let me just copy and paste my instructions I prepared previously. So you can just look what we have inside. We've got the role and purpose, capabilities, tools, interaction style, example output notes. Remember, you can download this entire template in our school community. And also here you will have all of the instructions. For now, I don't want to read it. It's customized for my company, which is DFA Course Academy. And the main goal is to answer learners' questions accurately, quickly, helpfully, based on the information available in the vector database. Okay, that's pretty everything. Of course, just customize the instructions for your specific need. So if you have other company's name, just give it a name. Okay, just change the name. Or if you use this specific automation for something else, just customize it. Okay, so customize the instructions. Perfect. Let's go ahead at the chat model, which will be OpenAI. OpenAI chat model, GPT 4.1 minutes. Okay, and we add the tool, which will be answer. Will be answer store question, vector store question answer tool. All right, and we can give it some description. Here you will find information data about the customer support. That's enough. We can add the vector store, and for that I'm using the Pinecone vector store. Okay, so you just need to have your very own credential. So if you click on create credential, basically you just need to provide the API key here. So if you go to Pinecone, you just log in here. Let's click on login. 1 second, okay. Then you just go ahead to API keys and you create your very own, let me see if you see that. Okay, no. You just create your very own API key. You give it a name, and n8n test, okay, create key. And then you've got your key you can use. All right, that's perfect. Let's move on. Let's go back. Close. All right. We pick retrieve documents as vector store for chain tool, and we choose our pinecone index. If you've never used rack, basically pinecone, or even any other vector store, you've never created rack A agent, right now I will show you basically how to do this. Okay, but for now, let's complete the entire customization. So we need to choose the embedding model, which will be for me OpenAI. All right, so we've got text embedding free small. And additionally, we choose also the mother for answer questions with vector store. So we choose also OpenAI. But for now, we can ask, all right, what is it? How it works, and basically for what do we use it? So very simply speaking, vector store is kind of a database. Maybe not exactly as you have in Google Sheets or even for now n8n tables, but it's kind of 3D database that not only catches the information you give, however the meaning, okay? And it works on the embeddings, which are the numerical representations of some information you give. And for an example, like this is the visual representation. So if we feed the vector store with, for an example, let's say some fruit, it goes to the specific space. And then if we give another fruit to the vector store, it places the fruit near the next fruit, okay? So we create kind of the categories inside the vector store, and then it's just easier for the algorithm to just search for some things, because if we ask about the fruit, it knows we don't go here for an example, but we go here, okay? And we search for, let's say, banana. Once again, if we have some specific category, so let's say animals, it's stored really closely inside this visual representation, okay? So we've got here the wolf, dog, cat, kitten. If we had, for instance, vegetables, it will be stored, I don't know, maybe somewhere here, near the fruits, because it's like fruits are more similar, more related to vegetables than, for an example, let's say, rockets or even animals, if you know what I mean. So once again, if we had here, if we just gave the vector store some vegetables, they will be stored inside some specific space really closely because it's something really the same. So I hope you understand what I mean. If you would like to have more professional and just sophisticated explanation of vector stores, just go and find other video on YouTube, because for now I don't wanna bore you, like get you bored with my explanations. But basically it works this way. We've got the index inside the pinecone, so it's company data, and now we've got different embeddings. So here, these are the visual, actually these are the numerical representations of some information, and here I've got some documents, okay? I've got some documents uploaded there, and it's just broken down into just small parts, okay? And then what it does, what we can do with it, we can just use our A agent to every time, whenever we've got a question from the customer, to search our company database, datasets, and just retrieve the information, okay? So we use OpenAI, we search and what we do, we use A agent, then we use our vector store to retrieve the data, we give it back to our A agent, and then we go ahead with other activities. So we just return a message to SuperChat with the precise information about our company. And now you can ask, all right, but how do I give to vector store some information, some, I don't know, maybe text, some document, and so on. And there are multiple ways to do this. You can do it manually, so you can add text. But for now, I've prepared for you some automation that does it for you. So whenever we upload some file inside our Google Drive, what it does, it downloads the file, it extracts the text from it, and it gives the text to pinecone vector store. It's broken down into embeddings, and then basically like we feed vector store with this information. So we can download it in the actually our free school community. You've got this entire automation, and now basically how it works. Let me upload here some document. So let's say for now I upload some random file, okay, whatever. And now let's wait. We can go here to the specific automation because it's enabled to the executions, and now it should run very soon. So here, let's wait. All right, it will be auto refreshed. It triggers every 1 minute, okay? So we can just wait for now. And now I can see it's running, so it succeeded, okay? And then what we had, we downloaded this specific file. So if I download it, I open it, yeah, this is the same file I uploaded here. So these are the instructions. That's perfect. And now what changed inside our vector store? We've added some records. So I can refresh. And then the records are added. So the information to our vector store. There is the seventh record, yeah, that contains all of the text I just, I had inside the file. So it works basically this way. You know what vector store is, how to just create the embeddings, so just insert the information. And now what we can do, we penned the data previously, and then we can just execute the workflow. So see if our AI agent can just retrieve the information. We've got some problem. Okay, so vector dimension does not match the dimension of the index. For now, what we need to do, we need to go ahead to add embeddings and then add an option which is dimension and just choose the dimension which we had inside our index. So let's execute it once again and then it should work. All right, and what it did, it retrieved the information for us. So it searched for the most relevant information, okay? And here what we have the response. So let me read it. Yes, we do offer a custom GPT course designed to help you build, customize, and deploy your own GPT-powered applications tailored to your needs. The course covers foundations, GPT concepts, customization, integration with platforms with Zapier or Notion, etc. Okay, so this is the answer for this message I sent just previously. All right, so it works. That's great. The next thing we want to do is to just provide a super chat to just give a message back, okay? So we can just send a message. And then what we do, we just send a message. We can just give it a name. So the assistant, so let's say Christian AI agent. Now we can choose the identifier, so the person to which we want to send a message. And then it should be there a phone number, email address, or a contact ID. So we just choose it from SuperChat trigger. So we choose the from ID, okay? We have actually our channel ID, so we choose by ID. And then where do we have the channel ID? Okay, this is the channel ID. And we reply to the message ID, so we choose the message ID. Okay, it works, we can execute the step. All right, so request failed with status 400. So for now, let me check. We've got the SuperChat trigger, okay, and we've got the channel ID. But yeah, okay, the channel ID is here. So this is the problem. Additionally, of course, I forgot to add the content because we've got the identifier, we've got channel ID, reply to, however, we don't have the content. So we can add the content here and the content will be the output from AI agent. And now everything should work properly. Let's execute the step. Okay, so we've got the content. Yes, we do offer a custom GPT course and now it should appear inside our super chat. All right, yeah, perfect. So we've got the response. That's correct. And this way, we've created our fully functional RAG AI agent that works on multi-channel application, which is SuperChat. So now, basically, we don't need to change the automation, but we can just connect, let's say, Telegram, we can just connect Facebook Messenger or Instagram, and we've got all of them messages right here. Also, we can use the same AI agent to answer these messages. So that's really great, okay? It's super handy. But at the end, I would like to add the Google Sheets to just track our responses, what our AI agent does inside our social medias, okay? So we just click on Append Row and Sheet, and then I've got the document which is SuperChat, and here just Sheet 1. So let me show you how it looks like. Inside we've got the message date, person's number, message, okay? So it works this way. We pick the message date, and now for the message date, let me see. We can pick this one, create it at, and then we can just format it. So provide the dot, today time, and then we can just go ahead with another dot format. And now let's provide something like hour, and we've got the colon minutes. Okay, so we've got this date plus specific hour, or even let's provide also the seconds. Perfect. We've got the person's number. So this is the specific number. And the message from person. So it's our message. Also, we could have added, let's say, the response from ChatGPT. So for now, maybe let me add it. AI response. Also, basically, I will just attach this file inside the school community. So you can just download this Google Sheets template. Okay, then you can just click on file, make a copy, and that's all. But for now, what I can do, I can just refresh it. And I can just provide the AI response. So from AI, I can pick the output. And now let me just delete all of the data and just execute the step. So it should appear right here. Okay, we've got a date, we've got the person's number, message, and a response. And for now, I can say we have it. So with all that being said, let's go here, unpin the data, then save it and enable. And now, with all that being said, I can just test it out on real example. So here, if you see, I have my smartphone. Let's write a message. So if I purchase a course, do I get a lifetime access? Lifetime access. Let's ask a question. Okay. And now we can wait. Even we can go ahead here to executions. So we just wait for the automation to run. It usually takes several seconds, basically. So it's not a big deal. And it's more like natural, I can say. Let's wait. So now you can see it succeeded. And I have, yes, when you purchase a course at DFA Course Academy, you get lifetime access to it, including any future updates. If you have more questions or need guidance or on getting started, feel free to ask. Additionally, if I go ahead to my super chat, we see the response. And that we have it. We created a fully functional RAC agent that can take your data, take your information, and basically respond to your customers 24/7. Additionally, you can connect multiple different platforms with the super chat. So it's a huge and basically very handy application. I will put the link in the description of this video. You can get access to it. And yeah, you can just connect Telegram, Instagram, Facebook Messenger at one place. Even if you don't wanna just have the automation for everything, you can just use it for your employee to just handle your messages or just see what happens. For now, what I can say, thank you for watching this material. Remember to leave a like for the YouTube algorithm, click the subscribe button, or even just let me know in the comments what you think about it. Thank you once again, and with all that being said, I will see you in the next video.